Hello, ladies. The Bachelor has arrived. Here to play Angie's Newlywed game. We'll kick it off with a couple questions, and I'll give my honest answers, ripping through here on the fly. Um, but sit back, cheers, and not really sure how the game will go, so we will see. The way we met was at University of Buffalo Bulls football game in the parking lot, tailgate. Um, Different circumstances. I was tailgating. Angie would say pretty hard when she saw me. Um, and I saw Angie. She looked beautiful, and she was picking up trash and recyclables as part of the environmental club. Um, but I knew I wanted to talk to her, and I might have stumbled through it that first day, but I knew it wouldn't be the last. Well, I was the first to say I love you. So I would say at that moment is probably when it happened. And I'm sure she ran and told Megan, and Megan said, you're going to marry him one day. So that might have been it. Angie's cleaner than me. Although I do like staying organized and clean. I'd say we both do, but Angie is the cleaner of the two, more organized. Probably when I say I'm going to take out the trash and she goes to look and it's still there. Um, that might be it. But I do take it out because I'm very clean. This was something that I found out that was new with living with women. There's hair everywhere. I can't really walk around barefoot anymore because then hair gets all over my feet and it's all over the shower. So there's really no cleaning that up. It's right up here. It's Rose, Angie Rose, which I actually have in my contacts is Angie Rose, like rose emoji, princess, and then a hot pepper because she can get fiery at times. Really, anytime Angie and Megan were together in college, it was trouble and danger, and I knew it was going to be a long night and a long bus ride back from South Campus. Um, One of those nights, I think, was with Megan, and I took care of Angie all night. That was on South Campus, actually, when I lived on South, and I think Angie knows that story, so you can ask her for specifics. Um, the second time, which might be tied with that, was when Angie surprised me for my birthday. We went up to Seattle for a really good sushi dinner. And then we went to a Kraken's NHL game. And I remember sitting at the arena watching the game, and we both kind of look at each other and realize we're drunk. Um, I think we were drinking a lot of sake at the sushi bar and then drinking a lot of beer at the game. And we went out bar hopping after and had way too many IPAs at a couple dive bars. The next morning, we woke up. We were supposed to go sightseeing. It was the first time we'd both been together in Seattle. And it was like a morning back in college. So I went around for a walk by myself. And yeah, we struggled on a long drive home. So that was our Seattle trip. Just watching Angie be a go-getter and get over her fear a lot with a lot of things, um, and just seeing her get after it. Skiing together has been a lot of fun out west, and I know that's probably extremely hard, like as an adult, to learn how to ski. Um, but every time I take her up to the summit of mountains, even if it's stormy and ripping wind, and promise her the conditions are fine up there, um, after a little yelling, she gets down and pushes through, and we have a lot of fun. So I think that's something that surprises me is just how far Angie's come with skiing and just pushing herself with those type of things. Does volunteer firefighter count? Because I heard some stories about that with Megan. I saw pictures in the parade. If not, then I'd say Geico. I think Geico was the job. That was me. I was the first to say it. That would definitely be me, I think, hands down. I feel like I've used this reference before and told Angie when she's doing something that you wouldn't survive in a horror movie. So that would be me. We equally suck. We keep talking about dancing lessons, and we just picked our first dance song. So I think once we get back from bachelorette parties, we need to do a couple date nights at a dance studio and show them our song and lock it down. Um, but I guess everyone, you can all be the judge of that at the wedding. Maybe being a chef, running a whole kitchen, and not just because we're working together on cooking, but I just think the chaos behind a kitchen would be too much, and bossing everyone around would be a lot. I think Angie thinks she's funnier, but I think I'm funnier. Our first date was well, C2, the cafeteria lunch, fine dining at UB campus. We had surf and turf, steak and lobster, and that was our first date. Uh, I want to say Chance, but there's no way that's it. That's the cat from like Homeward Bound or something, or the dog. What was Angie's bunny's name? I don't know. Yeah, you know it. Yes, she has. I, I don't know. I think like Burnett's maybe. Definitely some cheap vodka. I think that's what always did it. I don't know if it was flavored or not. Probably raspberry Burnett's actually. Angie, I think you surprised me with the hockey tickets when we were in Montreal or Quebec. And that was so much fun. And you left your wallet at the bar before we went to that game. So we actually ended up having to rush back after the game, and it ended up being a really nice date night because it was in an Irish, I think an Irish pub was right around the corner, and we found live music. So we've always kind of been able to flip um, stressful situations to have fun. So that was actually one of my favorite surprises too, was that hockey game. Bitch and Brett, I think that's probably it, actually. I think you always say bitch and Brett, so that might be it. Maybe cookies and cream. I feel like that's not right though. He's definitely working for the mob at the Department of Sanitation. Some weird stories there, and that would have been a crazy career path if he stuck with it. And they thought you were mobbed up. That's probably part of why you landed the role with the last name DeRizio. I'm gonna say Angie said Three that I'm not keeping up, actually. Yeah, ski season's my season. I'm looking uphill to get her to keep up. And then hiking season, I'm huffing and puffing. And especially here in Utah with the elevation, my chest feels like it's going to explode. And Angie is just chugging along, like pretty much already up the mountain. We're probably going for a hike after we make a big breakfast. Sunday mornings, I might be making bacon, eggs, maybe pancakes if it's one of those days, and then fuel up and probably going to get out of the house and go for a hike. Oh, that's easy. That is The Sound of Music. And I would get probably sick of that real quick. Yeah, crunchy, sporty, and white, I guess. Yeah, those are the three three adjectives I would use: crunchy, sporty, and white. Um, she's always positive, and that's how we're able to keep stressful situations from getting worse and kind of making fun out of those situations. And um, yeah, that's one of the best qualities actually I love in Angie is that you're always positive. Yeah, Reese's peanut butter cups, original, um, Cheez Its, and those bland pretzels, like old people pretzels, like the golden rod ones. I don't know, I forget what they're called. That has to be the honey lemon chicken thighs. I ask you to make those all the time, and now that we have a cast iron pan or Le Creuset, your Dutch oven, however you're going to make those, I think it's going to be even better, which is crazy. Definitely Wendy's, and anytime you're sick, it'll be a medium chocolate frosty, maybe with a side order of fries. That is the remedy to make you feel better. Creed, Can You Take Me Higher? It had to have been, which was such a sick concert. Yeah, a little weird how much Jesus there was there and worship, but besides that surprise, the concert was unbelievable, and our arms were wide open. Meatloaf, probably, just like a wad of meat. That sounded weird, but yeah, Meatloaf was not great. I would have to say Meatloaf. All right, have fun, ladies.